I hate Christmas. I hate everything about it. Cards, snow, turkey, Santa, reindeers, carols, mince pies, and goodwill to all men. I particularly hate that last bit. As you know, I enjoy being rude, nasty, horrible, obnoxious, and all in all, a bit of a rotter. It gives me pleasure to do people wrong in any and every way I can. I am a villain after all. When you come to think of it, it's in my job description. But on this one day, all that has to change. I have to smile and be happy. I have to be nice to people, compliment them, and give them presents. I have to pretend I actually like them and enjoy spending time with them. Eat, drink, and be merry. Oh, it's all so depressing. Now, Randolph, I hear you say, we're feeling sorry for you. Well, don't. I don't want your pity. Why? Well, I am an evil wizard, and I will kind of be getting my own back shortly when I completely obliterate all known planets in the cosmos. So please rest easy, knowing that the enjoyment I'll get doing that will more than make up for Mummy reading out every Christmas card, another terrible jumper from Auntie Mildred, and more noxious fumes from my henchman Brian after too many Brussels sprouts. So, with all that in mind, I'd like to take this opportunity, with all insincerity, to wish you all a Merry Christmas and hope you all get what's coming to you. All get everything you wish for. What? Do I have to do that? Oh, for crying out loud. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha.
You're right. I do look good in lederhosen. What? It's Christmas. It's Christmas. No! It's Christmas!
Shh! Quiet, Brian. It's only 6 a.m. You'll wake the boss.
But it's Christmas, Kev. Presents and food and presents and laughter and presents and fun and presents and presents!
Calm down, Brian. You know the boss, as an evil wizard, hates Christmas. And as his henchman, we should as well.
But I love Christmas.
So do I. But we have to keep up appearances. So stay calm and go back to bed.
You're joking. I can't. I won't. I mean, it's Christmas! Join me in a happy dance, Kev. Christmas, Christmas.
No, Brian, no.
Christmas, Christmas.
What's all this flippin' racket? Can't an evil wizard scheme in peace?
Sorry, boss.
Sorry, boss. Morning, boss. Guess what? It's...
You two had better not be celebrating you-know-what. You're not, are you?
No, absolutely not. Are we, Brian?
That is,
'Cause you know what happens to a henchman celebrating you-know-what?
Yes.
They get transformed into a fairy and inserted on top of the tree for the day.
yes.
Yes.
So, you know the rules. No jollity, celebration, cheerfulness, pleasure, or all-round happiness in any way whatsoever. We're miserable, and that's the way we like it. All together now. If you're miserable and you know it, groan out loud. If you're miserable and you know it, groan out loud. If you're miserable and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're miserable and you know it, groan out loud.
So, what happens now?
We wait here. In a couple of minutes, the council will magically transport us to Mrs. R's for dinner. It's the only day we can leave the castle under the current parole arrangements.
Oh, the pain, the pain.
Don't you want to see your mum at you-know-what, boss?
What do you think?
Come on, boss. It won't be as bad as all that.
Yes, it will. She's my mother, remember? I'm like I am because of her.
Good point.
Whatever I do or say is never good enough. I'm always a disappointment.
Don't worry, boss. I'll charm her with my erudite charm and wit. Listen, I must say, Mrs. R, you're definitely not as fat as the last time we saw you.
I'm doomed. Right, please leave me alone. I want to wallow in self-pity for a few minutes.
OK, boss.
OK, boss.
So, Kev, how's it going?
All right, I suppose.
Good. Kev, actually, while we're waiting, can I ask you something?
I guess.
You see, I've always wanted to ask you about your accent.
What accent?
You know, you do, talk a bit funny.
No, I don't. I speak normal, I do. You're the one who speaks funny.
OK, then, say, quick, Scarpa, before he turns us into bananas.
Quick, Scarpa before he turns us into bananas.
Can't you hear it?
I can't hear nothing.
Oh,
Ah, here at last. Only 10 minutes late. Hello, Randy. Hello, henchmen. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. R.
Merry Christmas, Mummy.
Now, Randy, we're not going to have a repeat of last year, are we? Mr. Sulky and Pouty?
Don't know what you mean.
No, of course not. As your father always used to say...
And up pops pop after only 30 seconds.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm so excited I could pop.
me too. Mrs. R, may I say how radiant you're looking today? Much better than last time. Have you done something with your hair?
I bought a new wig, special.
Well, I must say, purple really suits you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it matches the veins in your eyes. There you go, Kev. Erudite or bleeding what?
Thanks for having us, Mrs. R. I wasn't sure you would after last time.
Yes, well, if Brian stays well away from the sprouts, I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Oh, but I love sprouts, me. Love 'em.
Last year it certainly was an ill wind that blew nobody any good.
I'm sorry, Brian, but it's a sprout-free zone for you this year.
No, not fair.
You can have some extra carrots instead. How's that?
Suppose so.
Good. That's settled. Now then, I'll just tell the chef.
The chef? Mrs. R, are you spoiling us this year?
Not exactly, but it is an exciting surprise. I pulled a few strings, greased a few palms, tickled a few trouser pockets, and voila! I got help for the day and your Christmas present in one. Oh, chef, may I have a word?
I don't understand.
What's going on, Mrs. R?
What have you done, Mummy?
All right, chaps, how's it hanging?
Colin!
Your favourite henchman in person, back from the human world just in time for Christmas.
Oh, nice penny, Colin.
Thanks. It's bedlam in the kitchen, Mrs. R. I think your pigs in blankets are starting to shrivel.
Oh dear, I'd better take a look. 2 minutes to catch up, then back in the kitchen, Colin.
Okie dokie, Mrs. R. All right, Kev.
Not so bad, Col, not so bad. We've missed you. The castle is definitely less dingy and miserable when you're not about.
Oh, that's nice. Been henchmaning away, eh?
Yeah, you know how it is. Toadying here, grovelling there. It's a living.
Oh, tell me about it. All right, Bri?
Can't complain, Cole, can't complain. Oh, I've been looking after your leather trousers while you've been away.
Oh, right. Have they been behaving?
Well, you know what they're like, temperamental or what. But no, it's been okay, really.
Oh, good stuff, good stuff. So, hello, boss. Long time no see. Merry Christmas.
What?
I mean, merry misery and roll on universal decimation.
Indeed, Colin. Indeed.
So how's the destruction going, everyone? Blown anything up recently?
Everything's going to plan, more or less.
There's been no explosions in ages. It's all got a bit boring, really.
Oh, it's boring, is it, Brian? My months of meticulous planning and complex plotting not quite gripping your febrile mind, eh? Oh, I know, let's all run round shouting boom! See if that helps.
I did, and it doesn't.
It's great to see Colin, though, isn't it, boss?
I suppose so. Your reports have been getting few and far between lately, Colin. How come?
Well, the thing is, as you know, boss, having to pretend to be an human schoolboy and all that, well, it's stressful work. After a long evening playing computer games, watching TV and discussing mobile phones, it's impossible to find the strength to do a report. The strain is unbearable. Being so popular, well, it's a curse, really. I should be getting danger money or actually any sort of money.
And Eric doesn't suspect?
What, that stupid dwarf? No chance. I have them all completely fooled. You know what I'm like under pressure.
Yes, that's what worries me.
Come quickly, Colin. My parsnips are drooping.
Right, duty calls. Those vegetables will be al dente, or my name's not Colin for exit only.
Come on, everybody. Wash your hands and then to the table. Everything's nearly ready.
Kev, old buddy, old pal,
Yes, Brian.
you couldn't slip us a few sprouts, could you, under the table? After all, it is Christmas.
Brian, I can't. The subsequent earthquake in your underpants would be seismic.
Are you still sulking, Randy? Just like your father. I remember.
Look, Mummy, I don't sulk. I'm nothing like him, as you constantly remind me.
Oh, Randy, stop being silly. You know, I think you'll like your present this year.
I very much doubt it, Mummy. As you know, there's very little I enjoy that doesn't involve terror, mayhem and obliteration. And apparently those sorts of things aren't considered suitable at you know what.
We'll see.
Come on, everybody, grab up.
Brian, did you just put some sprouts in your mouth?
No, of course not.
Red alert! Red alert! Brian has sprouts. I repeat, Brian is with sprouts.
Quick, grab him.
Don't let him swallow.
Hold him down.
Never take me alive.
Pinch his nose.
It's too late, he's swallowed.
Yum, gorgeous stuff.
And the day just gets better.
Well, by my calculations, we have about an hour before we hit ground zero with Brian. We'll have to hurry things along a bit.
A smashing spread, though, Mrs. R. Congratulations. I've never had turkey so moist.
Yes, actually, that was it. Those sprouts were so lovely. No one could be expected to resist.
Shut up, Brian, and just concentrate on keeping everything becalmed.
Yes, boss.
I didn't know you could cook, Col.
I couldn't, but going back to school, I found they teach you lots of useful things, like home tech, all sorts really, and before you knew it, I was knocking up a mean gooseberry crumble. We made a good team, Mrs. R.
We did, Colin. And now you need to turn your skills to helping my son a bit more. Make certain future reports are timely and informative. Randy, you're just too soft with your henchmen. I told you what happened to Daddy.
Yes, Mummy. 200 times.
And he was the greatest evil wizard that ever lived. You've got a long way to go to match his achievements. As Daddy used to say, inadequate henchmen are a sign of a poor despot.
Oh, will you stop going on about how marvellous Daddy was, will you? We've all got the message. Your son is a failure. That's it, isn't it, in a nutshell? I'm a failure. Everyone got that?
Well,
Say it. Randy is a failure.
I'd rather not.
Say it, or suffer.
Randy is a failure?
Brian?
Randy is a failure.
And I won't bother asking Colin, as his complete lack of interest in helping me and my plans
That's a bit harsh.
only goes to prove what a failure he knows I am. So there you go, Mummy. Everyone is clear where we all stand. It's out there now. I am a failure, and you don't love me.
Oh, Randy.
Kev,
What, Brian?
just what they call an awkward silence.
Shut up, Brian.
Rightio then. Time for a game, I think. I'm going to teach you all a human game I've learnt. It's called charades, and it'll be a bit of a laugh.
Sounds stupid to me.
Well, maybe, but let's give it a go, eh? Right, I'm going to mime something to do with Christmas, and you've got to guess what it is.
Do we have to?
OK then. Right then, first I'll show you how many words it is.
Show us where.
Look at my hand, Brian.
Yes.
How many fingers do you see?
2.
And so, how many words?
2. Hey, I'm good at this.
OK, here goes.
Christmas cracker.
Elephant.
Christmas failure.
Mother's despair.
Elephant.
Christmas dinner.
A son living in his father's shadow.
A mother who will love her son until the end of all worlds.
Elephant.
Right, I'll give you a clue. It's a person.
White snowman.
Elephant.
A son who is very sorry for what he said and loves his mummy.
A mother who knows.
Jack Frost.
Elephant.
Brian, it's 2 words.
An elephant.
It's a person.
Mr. Elephant.
It's about Christmas.
I'm sure elephants celebrate Christmas.
Father Christmas. That's who I was doing. Father Christmas.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Actually, I see now where Brian was going with elephant. There was definitely a trunk in there somewhere. And were you eating peanuts at one point?
No, I was doing a jolly laugh like Santa does.
Right, let's all agree it was either Father Christmas or an elephant and call it a draw.
Right, everyone. The clock is ticking on Brian's digesting sprouts. Time for the rest of the presents. Randy?
What? Right. Well, as you all know, I don't really do presents. It's not my scene being evil and all. But Mummy insisted this year I do something as things have been going quite well.
You don't have to, boss.
We don't want you to strain something, boss.
Now, as I understand it, the art of a present is to buy something for someone that they like and would not think to buy themselves. So, with that in mind, one for you, Brian, and for you, Kevin.
It's a carrot with a bow tied round it.
You like carrots, don't you?
Yes.
And you wouldn't think to buy yourself one for Christmas?
No.
There you go, then. I haven't got one for you, Colin, but I'll send a carrot over later. Or a parsnip, or even a cabbage, whatever you want.
Oh, thanks, I think.
You know, I think I'm getting the hang of this present lark.
Now then, Randy, we've all clubbed together for a special present for you. Go on then, Kevin. It was your idea.
And mine as well.
Right. Well, boss, the thing is, we all know how you like to write your own songs.
No, I don't.
It wasn't just Kevin who thought this, you know.
Oh, be quiet, Brian.
OK, but the thing is, we've heard you in the shower loads of times making up your own songs.
This is utterly ridiculous. Evil geniuses are not sensitive songwriters.
Oh, right.
You know, on second thoughts, I'm pretty certain I had nothing to do with this. In fact, I distinctly remember voting against the idea.
Kevin, carry on. I know my son.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right. So, the thing is, the other day we recorded you singing one of your songs.
What? Do you actually want to be turned into an aardvark, Kevin?
And then got some musicians together. Colin helped there, as there are actually some good human ones. Some transmog from Mrs. R to get them and their instruments here.
They all think they're in Blackpool doing a Christmas concert.
We transposed the song and taught them it and... Zonko! One studio with musicians ready to play one of your tunes big time.
No, 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 no. Not in front of that lot. I can't allow it. I just can't.
Now then, Randy, your henchmen have gone to an awful lot of trouble, so don't be silly. And you won't be singing. Heavens, no. Like your father, you could crack a glass from 50 yards. No, Colin has arranged for a wonderful singer to interpret your tune. I understand he's very popular in the human world. Oh, Freddie.
Hey up, missus. Is it time to rock and roll?
I still can't believe I managed to get Fred Taplock.
Oh, yes, indeed. You know my son's song?
Oh, aye, no problem. When will I get paid?
Soon, my dear, soon. But first, just get yourself and those remarkably tight trousers into the studio to sing the song.
Oh, so you notice my disco trousers?
Oh, yes.
This is ridiculous. Everyone will think the song is rubbish. It is rubbish. There's no way it'll be anything but pants.
Go on, boss.
Give Fred a chance.
Well, I suppose. No, not with all this lot. Get back to the human world.
That's a parole terms well and truly broken.
Oh, Randy. Colin took ages getting them together. How will you explain everything, Colin?
Don't worry, Mrs. R. They're musicians. They just think they've had too much eggnog.
Boss, you missed one.
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm the ukulele player. Please don't hurt me. I know the tune. Fred sings it. I'll play it.
I don't know.
Oh, please, Randy.
All right, then. Is he doing the song about you-know-what?
That's right, boss.
OK. Off you go then, Fred.
Righto. Me. In G, I think. Or something like that.
Nobody laugh.
Christmas is a time that gets upon me wick. All the carolers and the jollity, it's enough to make you sick. So this year I've decided that I've had enough of that. I'm getting rid of Christmas, let's see what you think of that. So I'm getting rid of Christmas for Christmas. I'm getting rid of Christmas just for me. No more jingle bells, no more joyous Noels. Try having Christmas dinner when the turkeys have been freed. Fly, my friends, be free. So I'm getting rid of Christmas for Christmas. The mistletoe and piggy put up and there'll be no speech at 3 o'clock this Christmas. For I black out every TV in the land. Santa's in the North Pole making toys for Christmas Day. Using all his helpers, sweatshop elves is what I say. Once they've gotten on, he slays a hazard in the sky. Breaking quarantine with his reindeer means he'll soon be serving time. Santa won't be coming to town, so I'm getting rid of Christmas for Christmas. I'm getting rid of Christmas, just you see. No more decking halls, so bar humbug to you all. I'll decrack all the crackers and it sucks some pants for all. And I'm getting rid of Christmas for Christmas. It won't be fun, you can rely on me. Ho, 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 there'll be no snow this Christmas. And there won't be any partridge up your tree. Take it away. Go on, give it some welly. Thrash skipple. So I'm getting rid of Christmas for Christmas. I'm getting rid of Christmas, wait and see. No more dulcet jubilo, life won't be wonderful, you know. Things won't be so merry once it's me that runs the show. So I'm getting rid of Christmas for Christmas. And that includes the tinsel and the tree. I'll put out all the fairy lights this Christmas. And you can stick your baubles where you please. And you can stick your baubles where you please.
Oh, Randy, that was beautiful. I'm so proud of you.
I've got loads of others, Mummy. There's this one about a yak. There was this yak who was called Jack.
Oh, we'll save that for another time, Randy. I'm looking forward to it already. But that was a lovely present.
I do have another one for you, Mummy.
What?
Here.
It's a globe of the Ooman world.
Colin sent it to me.
It's where it's all going to start.
Touch the island called Great Britain. It's the funny one that looks like Brian's head.
Blimey, it does and all.
It's breaking into hundreds of small pieces that are all floating into the air. They're forming into words. For my mummy and daddy, I dedicate Armageddon to the two most important people in my life. All my love forever, Randy.
Is it all right? I can always change it to a carrot.
It's wonderful, Randy. I'm sorry, everybody, but I am now going to hug my son. I need 15 minutes to get Colin back to the Ooman world and get ready. I'm coming back with you to the castle, Randy, to carry on with Christmas.
But, Mummy, what about Brian?
A few pungent aromas are not going to stand between a proud mother and time with her son at Christmas. Come and help me choose my outfit for the evening.
OK, Mummy. If any of you mention any of this ever, pieces of your anatomy will be lodged at places you can't begin to imagine. Comprende?
Yes, boss.
Randy!
Coming, Mummy. You know what? I'm actually enjoying, Christmas. I feel the muse coming on. A song involving Brussels sprouts, backed by wind instruments.
So, what are you up to this evening, Colin?
Oh, I've been invited to tea with the whole Jessup family. Everyone will be there. Mum and Dad, John, Abby, Dennis the dog, George the cat, and even Eric. Oh, it'll be awful. I'm dreading it.
It's all right, Carl, we get it. Just don't forget what you're there to do. Come on, Bri. Something tells me, for once, we can celebrate Christmas properly.
Brilliant! Christmas, Christmas. Come on, guys.
Christmas, 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 Christmas.
Hello? Sorry to bother you, but we're still here. Ah, they've gone. Now what do we do?
No idea. Well, tell you what, I'm not going till I get paid.
Eric the dwarf. Eric, he's terribly short. He doesn't mind or sing or fight or have an elvish friend. He'll steal his socks and underpants, but doesn't have the beer to live with half a dozen friends.
So the heck do we get old?
Eric the dwarf. Eric the dwarf. Eric the dwarf.
And I reckon a Merry Christmas to you all. And who was playing them bells?